close your eyes and get comfortable in your body. Notice what it feels like to be in your body. And whatever you encounter, whatever you notice or find, decide that it is okay. Accept it. And decide both worry, stress, tension, but also the energies of other people. Decide I cannot use those things to tell me who I am. So during this meditation, I'm willing to let them go. And in the spirit of that, just have compassion that you are human, even as you have developed some great skills regarding intuitive stuff and grounding and energy management and boundaries. You're still human. We all still pick up stuff from the world around us, from others, our own worry or anxiety or concerns. It's totally normal. I'd like you to send cords into the earth and then pull your energy back. We're going to do one of those today. So pulling your awareness to the back of you, the back of your head, the back of your spine, as you breathe the energy of the earth up into your body. With this technique, we're teaching you, you don't have to lead with or push forward with your face or your heart or your third chakra or any other part of you. You don't have to push forward with your sensory organs in your head in order to make sure you're scanning your environment to know that you're safe. So you're breathing in the energy of the earth in your body, and then you're breathing out to the earth in kind. So you're exchanging, you're sharing, blending your energy with the energy of the earth. Being aware of your feet and your legs and your rear, the whole root chakra area, terrain of the root chakra in your physical form. And I want you to decide you are ready to make peace with what your root chakra tells you on a regular basis. Sometimes your root chakra says, meaning a part of you who may be associated with or something your root chakra, a part of you will say, I'm not safe. I don't feel okay. Sometimes such a part from the root chakra might say, I'm not sure if I belong or if I'm welcome in this world or in this environment or community or town or whatever. The greater whole that surrounds me. I'm not quite sure. Even sometimes I don't know if I've found my tribe, and that concerns me. Or I'm frustrated because I may not believe I'm connected to the right people or groups, networks. Your root chakra might also sometimes say, what I'm eating isn't working, like the physical body, and how immunity is tied in with your biochemistry and your physical body through the root chakra. Remember, immunity has so much to do with what's going on in your gut, and that is both intestines. And the root chakra relates in part to part, or relates to part of the large intestine. It looks like the energy work is starting. Just FYI. You're still breathing in from below into your body and then out to the earth as well. You're still doing that, pulling energy to the back of you. And I want you to decide, I'm willing to see there is nothing wrong with me or my experience or my activities or behaviors or life history. I'm willing to see the way I'm wired is no accident. And I'm finding my way and finding my tribe and finding expressions for my purpose, my desires, creating structures for my needs as a human. And again, my expressions of divine purpose filtered through all kinds of human things. I'm finding my way. And the way I'm wired is no accident. Now, given that, decide all debris related to these issues that is ready to leave must leave. Decide I don't need old identities based in these root chakra situations in my history or my present life. I don't need to hold on to who I should, ideas or expectations of who I should have been or could have been. I'm an expression of the divine finding her way as a human. And the way I'm wired is no accident. So, given all of that, let me lecture you for a moment as you continue to breathe the energy into your body, really letting it reach all parts of your body. I want to say to you that, let's say with that, those affirmations or the little lecture, part of you says, but I don't know where my tribe is, or part of you says, but purpose, what? I don't know, or whatever else, where I belong, etc. Let that be okay, because you are a work in progress, as I've told all of you a number of times. You cannot help but be a work in progress. As a soul living a human experience, you cannot help but be nudged into, and then sometimes quite dramatically slip or fall into the deep end of, I really don't know what I'm doing, but have to figure it out. Good. Good. What I hope you have learned from working with me in the channel and your guides, of course, repeatedly, each of you, is that it's okay not to be perfect. You can't expect to ever have been or be perfect. The past, the present, or the future. Perfection, the desire for perfection, can come from the desire to be approvable or accepted by others. So we don't earn or gain judgment, sanction, rejection, abandonment, whatever. Being ignored, being overlooked, right? We try to be better, so we are better, so we are more loved. So you are in the position today here on this call being lectured by your friend Djehuty to really refocus on the root chakra. You've done so much work on all the chakras, all of you. The channel knows this and I know this. I'm recommitting to work on the root as that starting place all the time. And if you're thinking or feeling or remembering something now that you've worked on a dozen times, okay, it's okay. We just put your attention on it now. If there's no need to work on it, there's no charge. There are no additional thoughts or beliefs. You would peacefully float through this lecture and this energy work situation. But whatever you're thinking and remembering, You are a work in progress. You are peeling back layers always. Going through this intuitive skills or higher self classes does not mean you crossed a finish line. It means you crossed a line into more self-sufficiency and self-awareness. You've crossed a line, you've graduated into the use of more empowering and more empowered tools. So you've all progressed amazingly, and there may be some layers sometimes. And also remember with this, the root chakra is activated at birth when no other chakra is. The impressionable, helpless, clueless, blank slate of a baby that you were received an imprint. That imprint guides your whole life. Then you add awarenesses as you age in the other chakras. Say at age 6, the second opens. Say at age 12, this is from Carolyn Mace, the channel is in the channel's head. Say she has a useful process with this in Anatomy of the Spirit. But at 12, maybe the third chakra starts to open. You can think of that correlating with Jupiter return, first Jupiter return, confidence being in the body. But you are essentially enveloped at birth in an energetic imprint. It's not just that the sun is shining or there might be some rain or the wind is strong, but it is this whole climate. You are exposed to all the kinds of emotional and spiritual and intellectual weather. And you are deeply imprinted. So to uncover layers as you are, obviously all three of you are fully functional adults. Sorry. And I was like, Djehuty, can I get in there too? Am I fully functioning? And he laughed. Hold on, sorry. I was like, just those three? Okay, sorry. I guess that was neat. Okay, so good. Another 3 or 4 minutes of the energy work here. I would love for you to make a commitment to, again, making peace with what your root chakra tells you, accepting with some peace what your root chakra is experiencing day to day, month to month. I don't expect you to be aware of it 24/7, but I would like for you to periodically check in and be really aware of what foundation you are standing upon in your life. We always remember, go back to the root. You all have the Chakra Course too, and that's where the channel explains all why and how I do that for you, with you. So, a renewal of the most basic level of self-acceptance is, I accept the imprint, the worldview imprint that I received as a new human, because my soul asked those people to model this stuff for me. I accept the imprint, and I accept that I'm empowered to grow beyond its limitations, to substitute keywords, to be more optimistic and empowered, to make better choices. So I accept the parameters of the original imprint as what my soul requested as the starting place for me to learn as a work in progress what life I will shape and create, what things I will say yes, please to, and no thank you to. My soul asked these people, and by extension, the ancestry and community, to imprint me with certain things. I'm willing to accept it and not settle for the disempowered, unhappy parts. Not settle for a self-image that doesn't work for me because of this conditioned worldview that I received as the gift from my people and ancestors and community. as part of the conspiracy of love between souls. I couldn't have this imprint. I couldn't have those parents. I couldn't have them been exposed to their patterns and beliefs and worldview. I couldn't have any of that if they were not lovingly, as souls, willing to share those things with me at my soul's request. And so in the frame of this talking to, this little lecture, this diatribe, this speech, I hope you can see anew, see in a refreshed way, the position of empowerment you as an individual human was born into needing to learn to embrace the power of choice, the power of creating self-respect in all your choices. Remember that third chakra chestnut, all of my choices are based in self-respect and lead to self-care. That's what I mean when I give this affirmation to the channel and he shares it with you. All of my choices are based in self-respect and lead to self-care. And as I say to you, accept the imprint as a gift, part of the conspiracy of love between souls, and also make your own choices to leave as much of it behind in your day-to-day life. It's a foundational background thing, but you don't have to repeat those things or think of yourself in the ways that you were or were not treated. If you were not seen or embraced or celebrated, if the joy in your heart, if somebody couldn't or wouldn't take time or simply couldn't see you, but wouldn't take time to find out who you truly are beyond their expectations of you as a child. And then as an adolescent, as a young woman, as an adult, families have expectations because of patterns in families. If you couldn't be that, okay, but you are born with the need to claim the power of self-definition. And this is part of the empowerment path. Every one of you starts helpless and clueless, and then exposed to the worldview of others. Lots of it, you say, wait a minute, I don't really resonate with that, or gosh, that's toxic, or, I would do it differently. Great. All of your choices can be based in self-respect and lead to self-care. So now please decide that any remnants of old images, ideas, conditioning about self, other, the world, people, who God is and isn't, what's possible in life, decide that any bits of debris that may be ready to kind of uncake or crack loose, decide I'm willing to release those things, and the channel will do one more pass of clearing energy now for the next 10 or 20 seconds, and then he will update you on what next. But decide you can be free of old conditioning that has felt like it has trapped you. And this is Tom again. We're going to wrap this up by saying, realize that, or please realize that in the context of everything your friend was telling you just now, there are certain ideas that become beliefs, or, a release valve or escapist tendencies that become habits, and then patterns, release valve patterns for stress relief or something, and you think you're the problem because you have this pattern, or you have this impulse or desire or need for gratification or something. What's really going on is that a lot of that's from the root, the sense of unmet need. I didn't get the love I needed. You know that intellectually, but I want to say to you, there are some things about patterns you may judge yourself for. Me too, by the way, all of us, where it's actually a strategy to try to avoid embracing what our people gave us or told us or showed us. I wasn't seen. I feel empty inside. I eat too much. Something like that, like, or I would rather not pay attention to something because if I sit here with my feelings, I'm feeling how I was shaped and imprinted by my childhood or by that worldview. And so a lot of our worldview now comes from that old place, even if we are decades removed, even if it turns out we're fully functioning adults. Okay, so just decide one more pass in yourself to clear out whatever is ready to leave. And make sure that you're also clear you're not absorbing anything from anybody on the call but Djehuty and Metatron. And then feel free to keep cords in the earth, but feel free to reanimate. If you would like to open your eyes, you're free. I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds here.